welcome back to your mat. My name's Rachel, for those of you that don't know me. Today we're going to do a little bit of a pistol squat and frog jump play. So if you're ever interested in trying a pistol squat, we'll be starting off with some variations to begin with and then play around towards the end. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and find your way on your mat. And if you happen to have two blocks, they might be handy. If you don't have blocks, you can use thick books to place under your hands. So whenever you're ready, we're going to get started in a constructive rest position, lying on our backs with our knees bent, and have your feet pretty wide so that your knees can come together to rest on each other. And then place your right hand on your stomach and your left hand over your heart. Begin to close down your eyes. Take a deep inhale to begin. Open mouth, long exhale. Continue to be aware of your breath. Letting your exhale soften your ribcage down. Letting go of any tension in your neck or your shoulders. Maybe mentally scanning how you're feeling today, both physically and mentally. Simply just taking note of what's there without any judgment. Letting it be. Bring your attention back to your breath again. Deepen your lower belly. Take a deep inhale, fill all the way up. Let your belly rise. Exhale, let your belly fall. Belly button pulls to spine. Find the empty. Two more like that. Deep inhale. Long exhale. One more. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Gently begin to flutter your eyes open. Start to rock your knees over to the right and then over to the left. Your arms can come out wide to use as a counterbalance. Finding this windshield wiper motion with your knee side to side. Getting into your quadricep a little bit, finding a nice stretch. Maybe lingering in an area. And then find center. Heel toe your feet together so that they're hip width distance. And then pull your heels closer to your bottom so that you can gently graze the back of your heels with your fingertips. Preparing for bridge pose. Inhale, tuck your tailbone first. Feel your glutes turning on. And then slowly peel your spine one vertebra at a time, all the way up onto your shoulders maybe. Stay here. Find your hips. See if you can tuck your tailbone more, squeeze your glutes, and then see if your low ribs are coming down towards your hips, keeping the core nice and tight and active. We'll hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower, mid back, low back, tailbone, release. Inhale, tuck your tailbone like a wave, slowly ripple your spine one vertebra at a time, coming all the way up. Think about pulling your heels close to your shoulders, turning on the hamstrings and the glutes. Continue to breathe. Notice if you're flaring out your stomach, can you pull your ribs close so that they're pulling towards your hip points? Take an inhale here. Exhale, lift your right leg off the ground. Keep the knee bent. Flex your toes, pull them towards your knee. Really push into the ground with your left leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, plant your right foot down. Lift your left leg up. Finding this marching motion. Take an inhale. Exhale, left foot down, right foot up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keeping the glutes squeezing the entire time. Continue to find the march, getting the legs nice and active. We'll go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your bridge. Take one more inhale. Exhale, slowly lower, one vertebra at a time. Pull your knees into your chest, rock side to side for a few moments. Maybe wiggling out to the legs. And then grab behind your thighs, start to rock and roll a few times, giving your back a nice massage before crossing your legs and coming up all the way into a tabletop position. Stacking your shoulders over your hands, your hips over your knees. Spread your fingertips really wide. I want you to grip the mat. Feel the activation in your fingertips. And then begin to take some circles over your wrists. Moving one way and then moving the other. And then flip your palms side to side. Find the side to side motion. Maybe add another movement here, shrugging your shoulders up and down. Maybe sending your hips back. And then flip your fingertips so that they point towards your body. Find little movement here to begin. Getting into your forearms perhaps. Notice where your breath is. Can you smooth it out? And then flip your fingertips so they face the normal direction. Find your neutral tabletop. We're going to take some cat-cows, but we're going to segment it in our spine. So I want you to inhale, start with your pelvis, flick your tailbone up. Let that be like a wave going down your mid-back, upper back, neck, head. Breathe here. Feel the accentuation of the C curve. Same way we came, take an inhale, begin with your head first, bring your chin to your chest, puff up your upper back, let it travel down mid-back, low back, tuck your tailbone. Find the cat posture, push the ground away. Inhale, start with your tailbone, let it be a wave, opening you up. Exhale, start with your head, tuck your chin, let it wave round your spine. One more like that. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Inhale, find a neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes. Start to find this forward shift back and forth onto your toes. And then find a three-legged dog. Stretch your right leg out long. Flex your toes, so pull the toes towards your knee. Find this three-legged cow. So inhale, drop your belly, lift your heel up, gaze up. And then exhale, right knee to chest. Round your spine. Inhale, open up, pull your heel towards the ceiling. Exhale, knee to chest, round. Inhale, open up, drop your belly towards the floor. Tuck your left toes this time. Send your hips up and back, three-legged dog. Push the ground away, feel your shoulders come alive. Take an inhale. Exhale, right foot plants outside your right hand, lizard lunge. Option to grab the blocks if you need it. In your lizard, start to find little movements with your hips. Maybe bounce up and down, maybe sway forward and backwards. Checking in with what's going on in your left hip flexor. Maybe your left calf, your right hamstring. Continue to explore the space. Take an inhale. Exhale, extended pyramid pose. Straighten your right leg. Straight is a relative place. Go where you're feeling some sort of sensation in your right hamstring. So keeping your right leg active, maybe flexing your toes again if you like. And then see if you can keep a nice long spine. So maybe you need to use the blocks to lift your torso up higher. Inhale, come back to your lizard. Exhale, extended pyramid. One more. Inhale, lizard. Exhale, extended pyramid. Inhale, lizard. Set the blocks back. Moving out the way we came. Three-legged dog. Lift your right leg high. Exhale, three-legged cow. Drop your left knee, pull your right heel up. Belly is dropping towards the floor. Inhale, cow. Keep the C curve of your spine. Shift forward over your fingertips, drop your chest, your chin. Pull yourself through. Inhale, locust pose. Squeeze everything. Lift your calves, lift your hamstrings, lift your shoulders. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose for a moment. Inhale, way forward. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, three-legged dog. Drop your belly, lift your heel, gaze up. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, lift your leg. Exhale, round, knee to chest. One more. Inhale, lift your heel high. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, three-legged dog. Tuck your right toes. Lift your right knee. Exhale, lizard lunge. Plant your left foot outside of your left hand. Grab the blocks if you need them. Find little movement here, little ballistic movements, bouncing up and down. Maybe you want to sway side to side. Lizard pose is the structure, but allow yourself some freedom in this space. Notice what's showing up, what you're curious about. Or maybe you just want to settle into stillness. Wherever you are, take one more inhale. Exhale, straighten your left leg, extended pyramid pose. Take the blocks with you if you need them. Inhale, back to lizard. Exhale, extended pyramid. One more, inhale, lizard. Exhale, straighten your left leg. Inhale, lizard, set the blocks to the side, coming back the way we came. Three-legged down dog. Exhale, three-legged cow, drop your right knee. Inhale, cow, drop your left knee. Shift forward over your fingertips, drop your chest, your chin. Inhale, locust pose, squeeze everything up. Exhale, tabletop. To child's pose, send your hips back. Take a breath. Notice anything that's shifting in your body, in your mind, in your breath. And then inhale, roll yourself into a tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Start to find little movements here, maybe bending and straightening one leg. Noticing what it feels like. This first inversion. And then begin to find stillness. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, lizard lunge. Plant your right foot outside your right hand. Inhale, Balasana. Pull your left foot outside the left. Sink your hips low. Coming into this yogi squat. See if you can keep a nice long spine. Maybe you have to lift your hips a little higher. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift up onto your toes. Inhale, heels drop. Exhale, lift. Inhale, heels drop. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lift up, active squat. Hold here. Push your knees away from you. Continue to breathe. Exhale, straighten your legs. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, active squat. Bring it down. Inhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Start to walk your hands out in front of you. Find a hollow body plank. Reaching them as far as you can, squeezing your biceps to your ears, tucking your tailbone, turning your arms so your elbow points are pointing upwards. Keep breathing for 3, 2, 1. Walk your hands back, high plank. Drop your knees, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, drop your chest, your chin. Pull yourself forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, lizard, plant your left foot. Inhale, bring your right foot out to meet it. Active squat. Come down to passive squat. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift heels. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. Inhale, Malasana. Exhale, active squat. Stay here. Take an inhale. Exhale, straighten legs. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bring it back down, active squat. Inhale, plant your hands, high plank, step it back. Exhale, walk your hands out in front of you, hollow body plank. Breathe. We'll be here for 3, 2, 1. Walk your hands back, high plank. Drop your knees, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, drop your chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog, pull your heart through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Moving into our sun A's. Inhale, bend your knees, lift your heels, gaze between your thumbs. Exhale, active squat, step, jump, or hop. Holding our active squat. Breathe. Push your knees out away from you. Continue to tuck your tailbone, stack your shoulders over your hips. We'll be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take an inhale. Exhale, straighten legs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, active squat. Inhale, plant your hands, step or hop. Take your vinyasa, lower halfway for chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Bend your knees, exhale, active squat. Inhale, lift and hold. Maybe find a pulse. Find the tuck of your tailbone. Continue to breathe. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center, straighten legs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, active squat. Inhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Drop your knees for a modified chaturanga, lower halfway. Inhale, pull forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last round, inhale, bend knees, look forward. Exhale, active squat. Inhale, straighten legs, bring hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, squat down, hold here. Breathe. Take an inhale, lift up onto your toes. Exhale, come down into a Malasana squat. Inhale, lift up onto your right toes. Exhale, drop your right knee inwards. Untuck your right toes, sit your bottom to your right heel. We're gonna push onto our left heel and the top of our right foot. Inhale, push, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Tuck back onto your right toes. Open your knee, Malasana. Straight to the other side. Inhale, lift your left toes. Exhale, drop your left knee. Untuck the left toes. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Pushing on the top of your left foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Tuck back onto your left toes. Open the knee. Malasana squat. Plant your hands. Step back. Take your full chaturanga. Shift forward 1 inch. Lower halfway. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in your down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, drop your knees, tabletop. Inhale for 3-legged cow. Lift your heel, drop your belly. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, 3-legged table, turns to 3-legged down dog. Exhale, lizard lunge. Listen for the change. Plant your right foot outside your right hand. Start to shift your weight into your left hand and your right foot. Lift your right arm up. And then begin to pull your left leg, thread it through your arm and your leg, coming down into a low boat pose. Stay here. Keep your legs strong. Curve your head and shoulders off the ground. Take an inhale. Exhale, high boat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll go for another 10. 9. 8. 7. Stick with it. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Back the way we came. Plant your right foot and your left hand. Lean forward to thread your left leg back through, coming into this low lunge. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Lift your arms and torso up. Stay here, breathe. See if you can send your left hip in line with your right. Maybe bend your left knee a little bit, sink your hips lower. Take an inhale. Exhale, low flying crescent lunge. Straighten your left leg. Hinge your torso forward over your right knee and squeeze your arms behind you like there's a pencil between your shoulder blades and you're trying to pinch it together. Continue to breathe. Take an inhale. Exhale, power lunge. Keep your legs the same. Shoot your arms out in front of you. Find the diagonal with your body. Continue to breathe. Take an inhale. Exhale, warrior 2 to the left side. Swivel your left foot down. Push into the outer edge of your left foot to keep your leg active. And then find the depth with your right leg. Can you spin your heart open towards your left side as you reach through fingertip to fingertip? Inhale, reverse warrior. Stretch your right arm up to the sky. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, Skandasana to the left side. Go down to the depth that you want. Keep your right leg active. Flex your right toes. Pull them towards your knee. Take an inhale. Exhale, back to warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel, frame your right foot. Low lunge. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, hollow body. Only for a moment. Take an inhale and an exhale. Inhale, high plank. Option to drop your knees for chaturanga. Exhale, lower halfway, squeezing the elbows in. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll your spine forward, high plank. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, three-legged cow. Lift your heel, drop your belly. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Exhale, lizard. Plant your left foot outside your left hand. Listen again. Ground through your left foot and your right hand. Lift your left arm off the ground. Start to pull your right leg. Thread it through. Sit your bottom down. Low boat pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, high boat. Inhale, low boat. Exhale, high boat. We'll go for another 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back the way we came. Plant your left foot in your right hand. Lift your bottom up. Thread your right leg through. Send it to the back of the mat. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Lift your arms and your torso up. Breathe here. Stay for a moment. Refine the posture. See if you can tuck your glutes underneath you. Pull your left heel towards your back leg. Find that scissoring action in your legs. Keep the core as one unit. So if your ribs are flaring, pull the low ribs down. If the arms are lifted, pull your biceps further behind you. Take an inhale. Exhale, low flying crescent lunge. Straighten your right leg. Shift your torso forward. Squeeze your arms behind you. Keep the shoulder blades pulling together. Take an inhale. Exhale, power lunge. Shoot your arms out in front of you. Find the diagonal from fingertip to right toes. Continue to breathe.
Take an inhale. Exhale, warrior two to the right. Swivel your back foot down. Open your arms up. See if you can push a little bit more into the outer edge of your right foot. And then find the depth with your front leg. Notice if your torso is shifted forward, can you pull your shoulders over your hips? Maybe glance at your left fingertips. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm reaches up, breathe into your left side body. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, Skandasana to the back of the mat. Find your depth. Continue to breathe. Take an inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge, cartwheel to frame your left foot. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, hollow body plank. Only for your breath. Deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, tabletop. Shoot it back, child's pose. Moving through all of that. One more time, each side, going in flow. See if you can connect your breath to your movement. Roll yourself forward, tabletop. Inhale, three-legged cow. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Exhale, lizard. Inhale, thread your left leg through. Exhale, low boat. Inhale here. Exhale, high boat. We'll just do 5. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Plant your right foot, left hand. Thread your left leg back, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, low flying crescent lunge. Inhale, power lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, Skandasana to the back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, hollow body plank. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, tabletop. Straight to the other side. Inhale, three-legged table. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Exhale, lizard lunge. Inhale, thread your right leg through. Exhale, low boat. Take an inhale. Exhale, high for 5. Inhale, low. 4, 3, 2, 1. Same way we came, plant left foot and right hand. Pull the right leg back. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, low flying crescent. Inhale, power lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, Skandasana. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, hollow body plank. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, tabletop, child's pose. Take a breath. Maybe let your forehead come all the way to the ground if it reaches. Shaking your head side to side, closing your eyes. Feeling the heat and the energy within you, rising, shifting. And working through that, working with it. Noticing where the thoughts are going. If they're jumping around, can you rein it back into your breath? Take an inhale, roll your spine forward. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, lizard lunge. Plant your right foot outside your right hand. We've been here before. Lift your right hand, thread your left leg through. Sit to your bottom and stay here. Keep your right knee bent. and squeeze your knee as close as you can to your chest. You have the option here to place blocks by your hips. We're gonna try and play around with a pistol squat here. So there's different levels. I want you to first try to see if you can lift your hips off the ground. You have the blocks to assist you, or you can try with no blocks, no hands. If you can lift the hips, maybe try to also lift the leg. Squeezing your left quadricep, keeping it engaged, and flexing your left toes, pulling the toes towards your knee. Maybe you play around a few times, lifting the hips, lifting the leg, and then maybe you try lifting without the blocks. If you're playing with these different levels and you're looking for more, maybe you can try lifting all the way up, keeping the legs straight or bent, whichever you prefer. And then if you lift it up, see if you can lower back down. See which one's trickier, or maybe they're both tricky. Ooh, really gets into the quadricep and the hip flexors. We'll be here for another 2 more breaths. So wherever you are, stay steady in your breath. Stay strong. And then eventually setting the blocks to the side, coming back the way we came, plant your right foot, left hand, thread your left leg back through. Find your lizard lunge for a moment. Walk your right foot out. And then pull the leg, finding our Malasana squat again. Breathe here. Inhale, lift up onto your right toes. Exhale, drop your right knee towards the inside of the mat. Untuck your right toes, set your bottom to your heel. We've been here before. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift your body up. Inhale, lower. This time, option is squeeze your right heel towards your glute as you lift. Using the strength more in your left quad than you are with the assistance of your right leg. After your last one, tuck back onto your right toes, open up, Malasana. Plant your hands, step it back, high plank. Take your vinyasa if you like. Exhale for chaturanga. Inhale for up dog. Exhale for down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, lizard lunge, plant your left foot. Lift your left hand up, inhale, thread your right leg through, straighten it out, and then squeeze your left knee close to your chest. You can adjust your body as needed, and then grab the box if you like. Start to play around with lifting your hips first. And then if you can lift your hips, maybe also lifting your leg. You can use the blocks for assistance. Maybe you want to play trying the pistol squat on the other side. One leg might be easier, one leg might be harder. That's okay. We'll be here for another 2 more breaths. And then when you're done, plant your left foot in your right hand. Inhale, lift your bottom off the ground, thread your right leg back. Find your lizard for a moment. And then exhale, passive squat. Pull your right leg up, sink your hips down. Inhale, pop up onto your left toes, drop your left knee towards the center. Untuck your left toes, send your bottom to your heels. Inhale to lift up, exhale to lower. This time you can squeeze your left heel towards your glute as you lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Tuck back onto your left toes, open up. Malasana. Stay here, or option to plant your hands. Shift your weight forward, knees are on your triceps. Crow pose. Exhale, Malasana, let it go. Take an inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Heel toe your feet in towards one another. Grab opposite elbows. Find a nice bend in your knees. Find a little sway or a little pulse. Coming back to your breath. Inhale, slowly uncurl your spine, one vertebra at a time. Circle your arms up. Look up, gaze up. Squeeze your glutes and your hips forward. Exhale, forward fold, back down. Hinge at the hips. Plant your hands. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Find a long spine. Exhale to fold. Find this little pulse with your torso. And then start to walk backwards, little steps. Going all the way towards the back of the mat. Getting into our hamstrings. Once you're at the back of the mat, heel toe your feet out wide again. Come into that Malasana Yogi squat. Keep your chest and your heart lifted. Take an inhale. And an exhale. Inhale, plant your hands out in front of you. We're gonna play around with a frog jump. So if you're scared of getting upside down, you can always start with little tiny hops. And if you feel brave enough, maybe you can continue to make the hop a little larger. But we'll have a few moments here to play around. So whenever you're ready, plant your hands out in front of you, shoulder width distance. Have your fingers wide, grip the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, begin to spring off of your feet like you're a frog, lifting the hips up. We're going to be traveling up the mat, back and forth, so go at your own pace. Use your hips to lift up, finding a spring. We'll be here for another 5 breaths. So if you want to keep playing at it, walk yourself back to the back of the mat again and do another round. And then when you're ready, find yourself at the top of the mat. Step your legs back, high plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Bring your feet a little bit wide. And then pull your fingertips off of your mat to 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. And tent up onto your fingers. Drop your forehead to the mat. Inhale. Push the tops of your feet into the mat. Lift your heart. Lift your gaze. Exhale, round down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Make a pillow with your hands. Take a moment, take a breath. Slide your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, tabletop. Stretch your right leg long. Find that 3-legged cow. Exhale, lizard. Keep your back knee grounded. And start to send your hips forward. You can grab the blocks here again for a little more space. Take an inhale, reach your right arm out in front of you. Exhale, circle your right arm up and back. Option to bend your left knee, grabbing your left foot, getting into the quad stretch. Kicking your foot into your hand, opening up your right shoulder. Finding your breath. Starting to wind down. Letting the energy move through in a different pattern now. That's slow and steady. Two more breaths. And slowly release your left leg if you grabbed it. Circle your right arm back, coming into your lizard. And then straighten your right leg. Send your bottom all the way to your left heel. Taking the blocks with you if you need them. Take an inhale, find a long spine. And exhale, fold to where you can, keep a long spine. Pulling your right toes towards you, keeping your foot flexed. Take an inhale, shift forward, come back to your lizard. Pull your right leg back, tabletop. Inhale, three-legged table, left leg lifts, drop your belly. Exhale, lizard lunge. Keep your right knee grounded. Inhale to reach your left arm out in front of you, find length. Exhale, circle your left arm up and over. Option to bend your right knee and grab your right foot. If you want to get deeper into your right quadricep, you can pull your right foot close to your glute and start tucking your tailbone underneath you. Can you find a slow and steady breath? Two more breaths. Slowly release your foot if you had it. Circle your left arm back in front of you. And then begin to straighten your left leg, sending your hips all the way to your right heel. Taking the blocks if you need them. Take an inhale to find a long spine. And then exhale, find a gentle fold. We're not looking for your deepest range, but just searching for a little bit of sensation in your left hamstring. Maybe coming into a more passive stretch. Coming back to your breath. Imagining sending your breath to the areas where you feel tightness or tension. Allowing those lengthened exhales to ease your mind, bring a sense of calm in your body. Take an inhale, shift forward, back into your lunge. Slide your blocks to the side, plant your hands, tabletop. Widen your knees as wide as you can go, and then send your hips back, child's pose. Instead of lowering your torso all the way to the ground, I want you to come onto your forearms, and then maybe your knees can go a little bit wider and start to find this shift forward and backwards. Getting a little bit into the inner groin. Breathing here. Maybe letting your head fall. Letting gravity traction it towards the ground. Slowly begin to walk your hands back towards your body. Close your knees together. Shift to one side. Let your legs swing out in front of you. Find a nice long spine. Squeeze your right knee into your chest. And then let that slowly lower you onto your back. With your right knee squeezing in. Bend your left knee, plant your left foot on the ground, and then cross your right ankle over your left thigh, coming into a reclined figure four. Option to stay here or begin to wrap your hands around your left thigh, pulling your thigh and your legs closer to your body. I like to find a little sway here, side to side. I like to use my right elbow to push my right knee away from you a little bit more, getting deeper into my hip. A few more breaths.
Take an inhale. Place your hands out onto the ground. Exhale, come into a twist. Let your right foot land onto the ground, keeping the figure 4. And then take your right hand, tuck it into your right hip crease. See if you can nudge your right thigh away from you a little bit. Maybe finding a little opening in your right leg. Letting your breath soften you down. And then stretching your right arm long into a T. Placing your right knee on top of the left. Coming into a more traditional twist. Maybe glance over your right shoulder. Or maybe close down your eyes. Seeing if you can keep your right shoulder into the ground. Finding that line of tension. Inhale, bring your knees into your chest. Rock side to side for a moment. And then swap it out. Bring your left ankle over your right thigh. You can always plant your right foot on the ground, stay here. Or begin to bring your right knee close to your chest. Maybe find side to side movement. Maybe settle into stillness. Wherever you are, can you soften the muscles in your face? Come back to your breath. Begin to let your arms lay out onto the ground. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist, keeping the figure 4. Let your left foot plant on the ground. Take your left hand into your left hip crease and start to nudge your leg away from you. Noticing what that feels like. If anything changes. You can always bring your right hand to your left ankle as well to find more of a push with your left knee. And then bring your arms out long. Uncross your legs, find your traditional tuck with your supine twist. Take an inhale as you exhale, maybe glance over your left shoulder. Let your inhales expand your ribcage. Let your exhales bring your ribs closer to the ground. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, find a happy baby. Maybe squeeze your knees inside or outside of your feet. Maybe bend and straighten your legs. Maybe here for a moment. I know we've been in the squatting position most of class. And then if you have a block nearby, go ahead and grab it. Plant your feet with your knees bent. Inhale, lift your hips, slide the block underneath your sacrum. Finding a supported bridge. Option to stay here or begin to stretch your legs out long. Finding this nice extension in your hips. We've done a lot of hip flexion. So getting into your psoas and your iliacus, letting them feel the extension. Take a deep inhale. Let it go. Deep inhale. Let it go. Slowly begin to walk your feet back in, supported bridge. Lift your hips up, slide the block out, and then finding your Shavasana. Let your limbs hang long. Tuck your shoulders underneath you. Take a deep inhale. Open exhale. Begin to soften the muscles in your face. Relax your jaw. Begin to gently scan your body. Noticing any areas you're still resisting or holding tension. Begin to let it go. Letting your exhales melt you deeper into the ground. Start to open all your senses, noticing the sounds around you. Noticing how your skin feels, the temperature of the air, the clothes on your body. Becoming aware of any smells or tastes lingering. And noticing what it's like with your eyes closed. Tuning into that internal world of yours without visual stimulation. Can you be here in the stillness, being fully aware, coming back to your breath when the mind begins to wander. Feel free to stay longer in your Shavasana. And if you like to be guided out, begin to deepen your inhale. And long exhales. Finding some awareness in your body, fingers, toes. Finding a stretch, bringing your arms overhead. And then finding a fetal position to one side, rolling over, bending your knees, resting your head on your arm. Taking a moment before you go back to your day. Slowly make your way up to a seat, finding a nice long spine. Bringing your hands to Anjali Mudra if you like. Take a deep inhale, fill up. Open mouth, exhale. Thank you so much for showing up to your mat today, for sharing your space, your practice with me. I hope to see you again. Peace, namaste. Thank you. Thanks for showing up. I hope you enjoyed this class. Please let me know if you're wanting anything else. I'd love to hear comments and feedback. Thanks, peace.